Hey, how you doing? Doing okay? See, young Riaz in the house. Not gonna be on here long. What y'all up to? See if some more people come up in here. A lot going on in these YouTube streets today, honey. Yes, yes, yes. I just decided to come through today and talk a little bit. How's everybody doing? See, back to the comments. Everybody's doing well. I'm doing great. Hey, Captain Wolf. Hey, Melly, Melly. Hey, Free Thinkers, Young Riaz, Captain CC. Captain Wolf, you behaving yourself. Hey, Derek. How are you, sweetie? I'm glad to see you. I hadn't seen you in a while. Hope I didn't scare you away. I'm just gonna just talk just a little bit today. You know me, honey. I just make up a subject and start talking. You've been okay. You've been behaving yourself. I know you get in these comments and you start acting up, honey. Melly, you wasn't acting up today, was you? Hey, KD, how are you, sweetie? Glad to see you. You still at work or you off work? Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad I finally got some rest. Being off is a blessing. I'm gonna enjoy these couple of months I'm off for sure. Um, I just want to talk, just a little talky talk. These, yeah, right. Oh, you at work, KD? Okay. These people are crazy, Captain Wood. What's going on? What's going on in this world today? And that's the name of the title. Child, these people, some of these folks is weird. I just woke up with that one. Selena, nah, I got in trouble the other day. Oh, okay. But Cheeky must have spanked you. But yeah, I was just like, I don't know if I'm talking. Tell me if I'm talking too loud because I'll be talking right into this phone. But I was just kind of thinking about some things that I have been seeing. I have never in my whole entire life, my little life that I've been on this earth, seen how so many people are so concerned about you and you ain't thinking about them. You done moved on, you done tried to let go, and you done let go, and they still continue to say your name, or they still continue to maybe not say your name, but maybe call you a name outside of your name, but people that know they already know who they talking about. And it's just like, I can't believe I'm actually still on people's mouth. I just can't believe it. Or they brain. Like, I never really thought that I was that important. Like, not to that extent. Like to your families, your friends, people that kind of know you. But for your name to be ringing still several months later, it is very interesting. Sometimes I wonder if I didn't get my channel and I just disappeared, would people still be saying my name? I wonder. It's pretty interesting. I thought about that. I was just like, because it seems like I'm always coming up in a situation or a subject, and it's like, I just don't even know how I got involved in so many different things. I mean, um, Derek knows me. KD knows me a tad bit to know that I kind of stay in my own lane. I don't bother people. These are people from my own state, in my town. And well, I live in the Oak Cliff area, but they live around the Dallas Metroplex, and they kind of knew me when I was a child, a teenager, up to now. And I was just like, I kind of just stayed to myself a lot of times. I had a I had few friends, a lot of associates. I never had a problem. Hey, worldwide, I never had a problem with being liked or whatever. Of course, you're always gonna have people, a few haters around you. That's just a part of life. Everybody has that, right? So that's nothing unusual. But as I come to the internet and I start trying to just be sociable, I found, hey, realist, I found Melly. I can't help it that my my thumbnail is distracting. Okay, well, don't look. Just look at the chat. I just can't help that I got so involved in certain things, and I really thought that I was just having a good time. And your name still comes up, and people are actually still carrying a narrative. Hey, Arabia, uh, that you are doing this or you did that or whatever. I just think it's really strange. On my way home, catching a ride back. Okay, get home safe. I told the wife I wanted to move to Dallas. Okay, yeah, it's a nice place, in certain areas. That's just like anywhere else. They said the housing market is cheaper than some states. But back to what I was saying, I just was just like wondering what the hell is wrong with these people? Like, do people just wake up and they got you on the brain, or they trying to see what you're saying, or watch the playback to see if maybe you're talking about them, or I'm just kind of I just don't understand it. Um, I've never been into people like that. When I say I stayed in my own lane and I dealt with a very few people, that's exactly what I meant. So I have never really been a busybody, worrying about other people and what they're doing, what they're saying, about me or anything like that. But then when I came to the internet, you hear all these different little things, and you hear your name pop up like you were the reason for that, or I was the reason for this. And I'm like, I've never met none of these people. Hey, Marcus, how are you, sweetie? Moving to Dallas, have fun in traffic. Okay. Yeah, the traffic is very hectic down here. I think that's what you're saying. Have fun in traffic, because I don't know if that is an insult or what. Because some people, you say, uh have fun in traffic. Basically, you tell them to go in traffic, get hit by a car. But I don't know. Maybe you didn't mean it that way. I don't know. But moving to Dallas. Oh, you're asking moving to Dallas. Well, I'm already in Dallas, so I guess you would have to explain to me what you're saying. But anyway, so you find so many weird people. Hey, Liz. Yeah, it's bad. Okay. Hey, Liz, how are you, sweetie? Um, and you find out that some of these people in on the internet, they are concerned about what you're saying and what you're doing, and I really find that that's very interesting. I have people that probably watch me that can't stand my guts, but they still make it a point to watch me. I'm just like, and then I be talking about so many different other subjects. Like, I don't talk about a lot of the what's going on in the KB sector, because really, like I said, my goal is to move outside of this sector and meet different people, and get a different, get all different types of people in my chat, so I can talk about a variety of things. Like, one thing I wanted to talk about was, is there say is there satanic influence in the music industry? And that's why I'm trying to get my computer um worked on, so that I can be able to share the screen. There's some things that I want to talk about. And is there good and evil, or do you believe in a god or a devil, or um like some of the different news clips that's going on, how people are just being bizarre for no reason. Hey D, um, or let's see, what's another thing I want to know, do the CERN have anything to do with like dark entities or demonic forces coming over into this world? Like I want to know, I want to do even some alive on are there aliens, things like that. I'm like, I'm into a conspiracy theory, I'm into a whole bunch of other things besides everyday life, getting your nails done, getting your hair done, looking cute and dancing and talking about people or talking shit. Like I want to talk, I want to do a lot of other things. Some things, most, some people probably won't be interested in, but for the most part I want to draw all types of crowd. I don't want to just be focused in one area. I want to be well versed, if that makes sense. So when I'm getting kind of people still trying to bring my name or still focusing in on me and watching my content, and then they want to say your ass is everywhere. Okay, you mad because I got a big ass? I'm sorry. I'm sorry you are built like I'm sorry you built like a dolphin. Okay, I can't help it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta either get God gotta either bless you through genetics, or you have to go through cosmetic surgery. So instead of people wondering and worried about you and how you look, and they need to be worried about themselves and how they look, and what they want to do for themselves. Then you get men the same time, the same men that was cool with you and checking you. Hey, Roy Lee, cool and checking you out. They calling you out your name, calling you all kinds of. I'm like, what is going on with these people? They don't know when to move on. They don't. If you are, I would say 25 plus, you should grow up. Hey, Brooklyn, you should grow up. You shouldn't be at the same level talking about the same stuff you was talking about in your 20s. I'm sorry. Some of these folks, they try to be so mature, but they really not. They not mature at all. They just doing a lot of talking, and then they still go back into that little girl or that little boy that they used to be 40, 30 or 40 years ago, you know. And it's like, move on. I don't want, I told these folks my content is so much more than, at least I want it to be so much more than this sector can hold, right? I have a vision for myself. And my vision is not to go back and forth with people, not to be brought in no mess. I'm like, at this point, leave me alone. Don't come over here. Don't watch me, please, because I'm really not concerned about nobody that I don't rock with. No, the only thing I'm concerned about, you know, are you still messing with me? Okay. And then, some of the people I rock with, of course, I wouldn't want nothing to happen to them. But my primary concern, hey, Chicky D, my primary concern would be, you know, since I am, I guess, a content creator, what are they doing to me, right? And even though this is, uh, you know, even this is the internet, this is a virtual world, and it's not like physically, but you see this person, but there's a chance that you might see that person. And my thing is, hey, Uncle L, I have always been, oh, Uncle L, you a mess. You looked up under that video, you said is that Selena or something? You said. I'm like, yes, that was me. Hey, Don. So I'm just at the point now, I'm just like, look, I don't want no problems. Leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Go away. Leave me out the equation. I have whatever happened, it happened months ago. Um, Unfortunately, you meet people, it don't work out. You go, y'all fall out in a bad way. Y'all don't leave in a good way. Okay. And so you just want people just to move on. Right. And that's just where I am today. I just want to be left alone. I don't want you coming over here. And see, I think from what Dee was telling me, that lady was coming over here and then she said something in one of the lives or whatever, talking about my ass everywhere. And I'm like, baby, quit worrying about my ass. Quit worrying if it's real, if it's fake. You go get one or go to the gym and do some squats. Leave me alone. I can dance all day long. I can, you know what? Matter of fact, one day I'm gonna put on a bikini. Okay. I'm gonna really stunt on y'all. And I'm gonna put on a bikini, but I'm doing it over here. I'm not doing it over there. Right? I don't rock with the same people. We don't rock together. So you don't need to be coming putting your big eyes over here, ma'am. I just want to be at peace. I don't care nothing about what happened months ago, nothing like that. Because at the end of the day, we still don't like each other. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing that's going to be changed from that. I'm just saying, I just want people to go on about their lives. My content is not going to be on nothing like that. So it's like when people sit up there and watch you, and they can't help themselves. They can't help themselves. I mean, I had somebody told me that this person was like, you know, it's a few he knows the few people that that don't like him or whatever. And he was like, either I watch they live or I watch they playback. And I'm like, but why? You know what I'm saying? But why? If nobody is like a danger to you, there's no reason for you to watch me. Cause guess what? If nothing concerns me, if it has nothing to do, hey Carl, how you, sweetie? Uh, yeah, I'm gonna start on y'all ass. I'm gonna come up here, yeah, 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 and with my bikini on, and I really gonna act a fool. You think that was something? You really your eyes gonna be popping out, baby. Right. So, like I said, quit worrying about what I got going on over here. I ain't bothering nobody. I'm staying in my own lane, trying to do me, right? Trying to mind the business that pays me. Every now and then I might say something like, the other day when Cream Regina was kind of a little hurt. I think she was hurt a little bit because she felt like I was being insensitive. I explained to her, that's my opinion, but that it is a valid point to, some things I don't even need to speak on if it's really has nothing concerning me. Um, and like I said, a lot of stuff I will stay in my lane because I don't have the time or the patience to deal with people a lot of times, especially when it's something that's just, I can't do anything about it. So I just like to stay in my own lane. I don't want no problems. I just want to just be left alone. Yes, in stilettos. I got three pair of stilettos in there, right, that I can wear. So like I'm like, if I want to do whatever I want to do over here in my channel, you don't like me. There's no reason for you to come and watch me and observe me. I never could understand that. I'm a kind of person, if I don't like somebody, you won't ever see me watching them or observing or monitoring their moves and what they say and do. You won't ever see me doing that because I could see if I was a person that was going back and hey yo, it's Mike, that was kind of going back and forth with people and I was always saying stuff about people. I can see you kind of watching like, is she gonna be playing my content or something like that? That would be the only reason why I would watch an enemy, because I would be concerned about what they're trying to do against my channel. But other than that, if they ain't worried about me and they content on something else, I'm not gonna be watching them. Like there's not a threat there. And I have told some people before, I'm not a threat. If you ain't bothering me, I'm not going to bother you. I'm really not. I've always tried to leave people alone that I don't deal with, that I don't want to be around. That's just how I've always been. And I wish people would take that same regard. But it's like a lot of these folks around here, they got these monitoring spirits. They watching you, they watching what you do, how you do it, and then want to talk about it subliminally. And it's like, okay, hey, I guess everybody different. I think it's weird. I really do. Um, I've never, like I said, I've never been. If I don't fool with you, if I don't waste my time putting in the effort watching your moves. I just don't. But I see that you have a lot of people on here. They um they don't mind watching it, and you could be talking about I could be talking about shoes and outfits. Do you know somebody will still that can't stand me? They will go back if they don't catch my live. They will go back on the playback and they will see everything I'm talking about and collect information. Hey, Lon Lon, are you still going live at? I think you said 6, so it would be 5 in my uh, time. Let me know. But it'll be some people, they'll go back and watch the playback and see everything I said about shoes. Then they'll take that information and I don't do God knows what, maybe tell other people. I have no idea. Or twist it, right? So it's like, I have, okay, you are, yes, okay. So I'm going to keep time so I'll know to leave. Just let me know when you're about to go. But anyway, so yeah, I'm like, I've never been that kind of person. And it just really kind of it really surprises me that people actually do that. Cause if you're not a threat, like and most people that um do that, they have a lot bigger channel than I do. They have more subscribers, more people that come into their chats, right? So why would little old me and whatever I have to say be a threat? It shouldn't be. You should be so concerned about your channel and your life that whatever I got going on over here wouldn't bother you because you don't like me, right? You don't care if I'm alive or dead, right? You can't stand me, right? So why watch to see what I'm saying? And it kills me when people want to put you as a liar. So if they think I'm a liar, why watch a liar? If you can't stand it, if it's something that you hate, why watch something that somebody that you hate or their behavior that you hate? Like it's like I said, it's people now I see and I can't stand them from what I know of them on here. But you're not gonna have me sit there and look at them and listen to them and I can't stand them. And I think that they a liar. I think they're a terrible person. I think they fake. You're not gonna get me doing it. I wish people give me the same okay, Lala. I wish people would give me the same regards. You know what I'm saying? Like, just please, just leave me alone. That's all I'm saying. Just forget that y'all ever knew me. Don't refer to me as no other name. Don't refer to my real name. Just forget. Just let me go into the abyss, the dark hole, and ignore me. Because I'm definitely doing my best to not interact, not deal with anything that is over here. Like, there's only a few people I will deal with. Other than that, I'm done. So, yeah, I just, like I said, I think people are really weird. And the fact that they sit there and watch you critique you It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of mental effort to actually do that. Hey, Thug Life, how are you, sweetie? It takes a lot of time and effort to actually um, to watch people and critique people and observe people. And this is like, I'm not gonna sit up here and keep defending myself about my body. That's just weird to me. Um, Especially with a woman. Like, the hell you got going on? You know what I'm talking about? Like, my Dallas accent's about to come out, but I'm like, what you got going on that you watching women's bodies and critiquing it? Like, you need to worry about your own, right? We you need to worry about why maybe you're shaped like a milk dud, right? Why you got wide shoulders and a big meaty neck. You things it's things like that. Hey, Miss Eve, it's things like that people need to be focusing on themselves. Quit worrying about other women and how they got what they got going on, especially when people ain't worried about you. And the men kill me with it because it's like you the same man that would have said I was fine or cute or whatever, but all of a sudden now I'm this word, or I'm that. So get out of there. Get out of here with that foolishness. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all be on some a lot of these people be on some bull, you know. They really do. They don't like you, but they keep watching you. They can't stand you. You a whole liar. Hey Tamika, you a liar. You fake, but you are right there every minute watching it. That is incredible to me. I mean, it's incredible. It's incredible. Hey, how you doing, the queen? Yeah, it's incredible. People get offended when okay. Yeah, it is really incredible. And like I said, but I can understand it more of a man than I can a woman. Women, if you don't like somebody, I would feel like you wouldn't even pay them no mind because you don't like them. But you got some motherfuckers on here. Yeah, they'll go through your community wall. They'll go through your shorts. They'll go through your videos to see if you cam up. They can't stand you. They think you look like this. They think you look like that, but they watching you. That's why I said, child, some of these folks is weird. I ain't worried about none of these people up here. And I ain't finna keep going. I'm not going back and forth with none, because guess what? I only go back and forth with people I actually care about. Now I'm gonna tell you how I feel. I'm gonna tell you where to get off, but I'm not gonna sit up and waste my time talking to a person that I've never met. Like that don't make sense to me. And when people had that energy to go back and forth, it's like you need to find a hobby, or you need to get a life that you can be happy and proud of. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe this is just me putting it out there. Not all, but some. I believe some people think they're failures in life. So when they come to YouTube and they actually get a crowd to actually listen to them and sub up to them and they start making money and getting the cash out, it makes them feel like they're somebody, right? But this is just YouTube, you know? Because when you get off of YouTube, you still have your life to deal with. You still have your life to deal with, and why you're depressed and you can't get out of bed in the morning to go to a regular job. Yeah, Miss Eve. But Miss Eve, homegirl, she think everybody jealous. At least I don't go around saying you jealous of me, you jealous of me, you jealous of me. Even though that narrative, a nigga tried to make that narrative as if I was like that. I've never been like that. That I just watch certain behaviors and I wonder, but I never say anything about it because, it could be they might just don't like you, right? It might not be they jealous of you. They might just don't like your personality. So I never was a person, unlike most people would have thought, I'm going around saying people jealous of me. That is crazy as hell. That is something I would say a delusional person, a self absorbed person, and just a retarded person. And I'm not talking about mentally, I'm as like a, mental challenge. I'm talking about as far as dodo bird. Don't, that kind of mindset, that low gutter mindset, thinking everybody jealous of you. And like I said, even though the narrative was out there that I was like that, it wasn't that at all. I saw certain behaviors and I felt like it could have been, but I wasn't for sure. It just seems like it came across like, because I watch people, I pick up different vibes. You know what I'm saying? I sometimes, a lot of times in the past, I was telling y'all, I kind of um I kind of was one of those people that took people for face value because you can't always be suspicious of people. If that's the case, you wouldn't talk to nobody, right? You would just be a person that is like a hermit. So you gotta kind of sometimes, I would say, extend yourself, and get to know people socially. But then when you kind of see certain behaviors and they make you kind of question, like a red flags, then you kind of need to take it for what it is and feed them with a long handled spoon. You know, unfortunately, I noticed on this app, a lot of people don't like rejection. Rejection could be in different ways, right? It could be with a woman or a man. You know what I'm saying? And if some people feel like you slighted them or rejected them, like they gonna try to destroy you. They got beef with you for life. they got they got beef with you for life. And sometimes you don't even mean to do that. It's just like things just happen. Like y'all personalities are just totally different to where y'all don't mesh well with each other. It's nothing personal. It just I'm not gonna be around somebody I don't really connect with. Why? Why? I'm getting older. So when I get older, I have to make better choices with the people that I got around me. So if I kind of feel like it's some shade there, you saying a little shady stuff or doing little shady things, I'm gonna suspect that something is behind that behavior, right? Okay, right. Okay, Miss M. Yeah, you're right about that. But I'm gonna kind of think that if you're acting a certain way, there's something behind that. We don't just do stuff because we do it. Whatever we do, it's intentional. Now, some things is unintentional because you could be not really thinking. Like, say for instance, I it was a teacher at the school, and it was two, I'm gonna just say it was two people with the same name and the same last name. So when one of the therapists, asked me, well, where was this teacher at? I wasn't thinking, and I said, hey JB, I said, which one? The old one or the fat one? And that came out of my mouth, like I was like, oh my God. And I was like, oh, I know better. I have better sense than that. What I didn't mean to say it, but I was trying to, it was like I wasn't thinking. So sometimes you have things like that that subconsciously they will come out of your mouth and you like, God dang, I didn't mean to say that. But for the most part, you're gonna do things because there's something behind it. So when people say shady things, or when they do shady things to you that doesn't add up or it's not logical to you, there's something behind that behavior. Now, my behavior when I said that was I wasn't thinking and I got comfortable. That was that was my fault on that. And I said, now I said, oh, I really got to be careful what I'm saying. because I was just comfortable. I was outside with kids running around, and I was just chilling. And then she came up and asked me that, and I was not thinking. So you'll have those moments, right? But you'll see how people move when they be saying certain things and doing certain things. You're like, okay, this ain't my type of person. And again, it's nothing personal. It's just that things I pick up. And then when I pick those things up, you'll see I won't be called, hey, MG, I won't be calling. Slowly but surely, I back up, to where I back so far out, I'm not around, right? And that's just how that's just kind of how I do it. But I just noticed um, that on here, like I said, and I don't know if people really, and maybe people do this on every day, in your everyday life. Maybe they watch you to see what you got going on, what you about, what you doing. I don't know what it's about. I just don't be into people as much as like that, especially if somebody I don't like. I don't watch people. And people say, oh, you lie, everybody watch everybody. I'm like, not I. I don't care who's going about saying someone's jealous of them. Hey, Carolyn, I'm like, most of the people that say that people are jealous of them all the time, even though, again, they put that narrative on me, people don't be jealous of you. They just don't like you. You're not a likable person. You know what I'm saying? Like everything is not jealousy. Everything is not envy. Some people just don't like you. You might be rude. You might be a person, you always have something negative to say. Like, or you just might just be a person that's just not likable, period. Like, it's some people I've met and I'm like, I don't see how anybody slept with you. Like, for real. I don't know how anybody took the time to sit down and talk to you. Hey, Harley. And then I think about some people, that I have met in my life. And I said, some of the signs was there, but I just overlook it. Again, I want to think the best of people because I understand we are all different. We all been raised differently. So everybody not gonna be like me and how what I believe and how I see things. Selena, just because you aren't. Mm. Oh, okay. I understand that, Melly, but I always try to be cool with everybody if I can, but you can't be cool with everybody. That's just not, I would say that's just not feasible or that's not realistic. I already know I'm not a likable person. I can't admit and get away with certain things because of my humor. Otherwise, I try to stay out the way. Okay, so you're not a likable person, and that's good. But some people don't. Hey, John, some people don't know they're not likable. They think they all of that. That's the way I feel about certain content creators. And no, I don't watch her because I just don't like her. Well, actually, it's three of them. Right, Tamika. Like I say, right, Miss M, for real. Like people they be on some weird stuff. And that's why I was just like, oh my God, I gotta I gotta get out of this sector. And I'm not saying it's not weird people all over, because it is. People are just weird in this day and time. I think it has something to do with the CERN. And CERN is bringing some dark matter over here, and that dark matter is getting into people and is making people very demonic. That's what I think. That's my conspiracy theory. So I think that that's what's going on, because some of these folks, they're not realistic and they really own some BS. Some people will like me, some people will love me, others will absolutely hate me. That's how this world works, right? Hey, it's like some people is like, but I'm messing people. I'm like, oh yeah, I think I told y'all about that teacher. She did nobody like that helpful. Did nobody like her. It was only one person in that school when I worked there. Well, I still do, but she liked her, and I think it was because that teacher gave her some money. Because she's pregnant, and I think it was for her baby shower. That's what I think. Because otherwise, I really don't think that lady would like her. But she told me, she said, "Well, I know a lot of people don't like her, but she's nice to me." Yeah, she's nice to you when she needs something from you. Hey, 27. I love your live, Selena. You have the spirit of empowerment and happiness. Thank you. Cause sometimes I'll be wondering like what I got going on. Like, do people actually like what I'm saying or doing? Cause I really just try to stay out the way, y'all. I really do. But then when I hear my name or a buzz in it, or if I'm hearing some, it's like y'all need to leave me alone now. Also, now we know they be hot for teachers with school you at all, child, Channel 4, because I can't tell you that. We don't know who listening. So I just want to stay clear from that. But yeah, I work at an elementary school. So, and I teach special ed kids. And a lot of the special ed kids, I'm going to tell you this, a lot of the special ed kids have more sense than people that have their sound mind, all of their sound mind, supposedly. I'm being honest with you. They know when to back off. They know when somebody don't want to be around them. They're very cognitive in in ways. You know, they can understand. They can really understand. They can understand body movement, not body movement, body language. They can pick up a lot more things than some people give them, right? And the people that actually have supposedly all of their mind, all of their sound mind, they can't even pick up certain things. You know, they don't even know when something is too much. My kids, they know when they doing too much. And some of them will tell the other kid, you doing too much. Now they know that and they in special ed. Now go figure. What you think about that? You know what I'm saying? So you get get these people on here. They don't know when to let it go. That's why I said hashtag let go. Hashtag move on. You know, hashtag get some business. I can put a whole bunch of hashtags on this live. I just want people to understand. It doesn't make sense to watch somebody that you can't stand, right? It doesn't make sense to watch somebody that you hate and collect. And what are you collecting information from for? Are you collecting information so one day you could do a live and say surviving Selena? Like, oh my God. I never understood how of an effect I had on people. Look, I lost my mind right before I lost my virginity. Don't ask me no questions. Okay, I'm not. I'm not. Teachers don't get enough credit for what they are dealing with. Right. Because I started out, and I tell people I started out as a security guard when I was still in school, in college. I started out as a security guard. I started out and then I went into a school resource officer where I was licensed to carry and I was on a campus, right? Then as I said, you know what? I'm not going to be a police officer. My degree, I can actually go into education. Then that's when I went into education, right? So people want to say, "Oh, you was a security officer." So what? That's how I started out. Then I moved as a school resource officer, and now I'm in the school district. Like it's not about how you start; it's about how you finish. And I don't have to lie to anybody on this app. Because guess what? Don't nobody pay my bills. I thank you for a cash app, but these other folks ain't giving me no cash app. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care about what you think and how, yes, I was insecurity. Yes, I was a bully. I was a bully, Belly. But I don't care how people know certain things about me. Some things I will tell, but some things I won't because it ain't nobody's business. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have to be or prove to be someone that I'm not. Either I am or I'm not. Right? And at the end of the day, right, Miss M, get a life. It comes a point where people need to stop worrying about other people and what they got going on. I'm not worried about nobody on here unless it's somebody I actually like and care about. I want the best. Even you guys in my chat, I don't know you. Some of you I don't know on a personal level, but I still will want the best for you. I don't know what you got going on, but I wouldn't want no harm to come to you, right? So I just think people need to really just kind of sit back, do some self evaluation. I do it every day. Yeah, right. Pistol whipping people. I had a 9 millimeter Glock, right? So if I can handle a Glock, then I'm pretty. I'll do pretty good with a gun. You know what I'm saying? With nails and all, and I have long nails, right? So I don't have a problem. Before I kind of had problems with sharing some things because, and then some people say, "Oh, she's lying." I did twist some things around because, first of all, I don't know you enough to be telling you everything, and really ain't none of your business. But I know now I'm gonna just go and say, tell y'all certain things that I have. Then if you got people that go back on my live, hey, Miss Hortense, that's my girl. If you go back on some of my lives and you say, oh, she said this, she said that, and you make a live about it, then hey, that's crazy as hell. But that's what some people do. Some people are so infatuated or obsessed with your life, and your life isn't. I wouldn't consider my life great, but it is interesting at times. I can tell you that much. Oh, you know what? I need to do that. Like I said, it's some videos that's coming up. Since I just started, I'm just kind of getting the used to everything. There's some things that I wanted to do to kind of show you a little bit, like about my life, the things that I do. Like one live, I wanted to do a pole dancing class. Maybe some of my cousins or my friends, we can do that, and then I'll put it on YouTube. And then one day I could do one. That's a good idea, John, to do one at the gun range because I'm not playing with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I wish these people understand. Miss Artens know me. Miss Artens will tell you I'm a sweetheart, but I do have a bad temper. I really do. You know, and it took a lot for me to get where I am, and she knows this. It took a lot for me to get where I am today. I would say the person that you see today that's up talking to you, I couldn't do that 2 years ago. I could not do it 2 years ago. Thank you, CC. I couldn't do it, you know. But I have kind of gotten out of my shell, and I've like, you know what? This is me. I'm gonna show you really who I am, and not the person that people want to put me out as. Miss Arten said, "Yep, yeah, you're not afraid of guns. That will be good for you, and a lot of people will watch and get on quick. Okay, 1 month deadline. Right. Okay. I really do need to do that. That is something. Because I also need to buy another gun. And I was gonna get a 380 because a 380 is smaller than a 9. So I really want to get that. In the same way, Selena will technically, to this day, I will extend a hand the second you disrespect. It's all violation. I understand that, and that's how I kind of feel too. I really give people a chance, but then, and sometimes I used to give people two chances. I say two chances, and then you out, right? So now I'm kind of getting to the point because I guess because of my patience level is not good all the time. I'm about like one chance with me now because it takes a lot of energy for some people and having relationships with people. You got so many people that got so many different type of ways that is not it's too toxic for you, right? And it makes you not to be able to tolerate a lot of foolishness. I give them more than two to a lot. Well, bless your heart, 27. I'm not there. I'm not one of those. Look, I'm not one of those believers that believe in turning the other cheek. Because you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back. I ain't got the time. I'm 41. I got dust on me. I'm trying to graduate. Boy, you crazy as hell. Hey, Keita Weeda, how are you, sweetie? That's my girl, Keita Harley. Yeah. Right, MG. 3 strikes, you out. Like I said, I used to do 3 strikes. Now I'm at two. Now, and then I think with everything that has went on, I'm at one. I just can't deal with it. My patience is thin. And then I'm working with kids that got disabilities, and then I got to deal with these Negroes online. You got to be kidding me. By the time I deal with somebody online, I'm ready to find you at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like I told homegirl, put up or shut up. I'm tired of this shit. God forgive me for that, but I'm just saying, tired of it. You get tired of people playing with you. And when all they can do is just go on their way, make your content, because I'm gonna make it mine, right? I'm not gonna be coming at nobody. I'm not gonna flag nobody intentionally just because I don't like them. I don't do stuff like that. But if you coming for me, then yeah, that's only right. Where do people get if they doing stuff to you that you can't report that? Like what kind of world do you live in? Got to be kidding me. You know what I'm saying? So these folks, I'm telling you, that's why my title is Child. Some folks are weird. I don't spend time with trying to figure out why people do what they do. I don't care. As long as it don't have nothing to do with me or the people I love and like, I don't care. I don't care. And I mean that with such a sincere heart. And I really think that what people are missing is really happiness and joy in their life. Because if they had happiness or some type of joy in their life, they wouldn't be so concerned about other people or trying to destroy someone. It's a thing of to hold people accountable. That's not always the problem. The problem is as you hold other people accountable, make sure you hold yourself accountable, right? Because some of the same people that are trying to call you out on doing this and doing that and being this, they are actually doing either the same thing or doing some things that are worse. I remember, I remember, if those who are Bible readers, Jesus was telling these men that was about to stone this woman that was committing adultery. He said, basically, why you want to throw stones at her? What about you? I'm paraphrasing it. You were probably the men that was sleeping with her. So why are you throwing stones at her? You know what I'm saying? And I'm paraphrasing it because whatever he wrote in the earth, when he was, it was either, I'm assuming with it being in, if it was in Nazareth or Jerusalem, I think they maybe have dirt roads. So he put something in the dirt road, and those men that was about to stone that woman, they dropped their stones. I don't know what he put in there because the Bible never said. But the fact of the matter is, you got your own sin. You got your own faults to deal with. Deal with your stuff. And when you deal with your stuff, then you can come and tell me about mine, right? The problem is I don't have a problem with people or a person that to hold me accountable, to make sure, like I even tell you guys, if y'all see something in me that is hypocrisy, tell me. I'm not one of those people that is going to cuss you out, especially if you're coming to me in a caring way and not maliciously, right? You come to me and you tell me, hey, Selena, I see this, I see that. And you really have some things to back it up. I'm going to listen to you. I'm going to consider what you said. Because why? I understand that I am not perfect. And I dropped the ball so many times. I dropped it so many times. I got flaws just like everybody else. And I always say some people got more and some people got less. But the fact of the matter, didn't nobody in here and in the world walk on water the last time I checked. So I just say, yeah, hold me accountable, but just make sure you got your stuff right. Or if I see something about you, I can hold you accountable. See, it goes both ways. Most people are so busy trying to prove to everybody else that you're a bad person, that you're a liar, that you're this person, that you're that person, right? But when someone puts a mirror up to your face and they tell you, I see this, I see that, oh, no, 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 and they have an explanation after everything, you are not being realistic. You are not holding yourself accountable. Everybody got something wrong with them. And as soon as you deal with yourself and getting yourself in order, you can start seeing things a little bit more clearly. I'm going to tell you, I had a problem with being very defensive at one point in my life. I was very defensive of what people said, whether it was even to help me. I was very defensive and I always had something to say to rebuttal what they said about me. But then when I started hearing it more than once, more than twice, more than 3 times, I started to do some self evaluation. I said, everybody can't be lying. I got to stop being so delusional. What am I not seeing that other people are seeing? And I had somebody that was close to me that broke something down to me. And when they broke that thing down, I said, you know what? I've been wrong all the time. I've been jacked up all the time and I didn't even see it. I kept saying, no, that's not me. That's you. Yeah, don't put that on me. And try to rebuttal every time they would give me some constructive criticism. But that behavior was keeping me from my purpose. That behavior was keeping me from developing good relationships with people because I had that in me, that defensive spirit. I was so defensive. So now I'm more mal-mannered when it comes like on every day. Now, if you piss me off, then it's whatever. And I'm still trying to work on that too. But as far as taking everything so personal, that's kind of where I learned it ain't that serious. Like if a person slightly you at a store and they slightly rub against you, not sexually, but just like they don't pay attention and they just go past you. Boy, I'd be like, what the hell? You see me over here. But now I'm like, okay, if this person don't say excuse me, I'm fine. Nothing's happened. Let me move on. And it's not being a pushover, but it's some battles you don't need to fight. It's not worth it. And that's where I know that I've grown because my defense mechanisms don't always come up in certain situations that it did before. So now I can tell people about certain how they are defensive because I've worked on that to an extent to where I'm better now on in certain areas, right? I'm going to speak on things that I have dealt with, that I have struggled with that I've overcome or overcame. I'm going to speak on those things. I'm not going to speak on something that I'm still struggling with. Sometimes I will because it's a lesson to you guys or anybody else that's listening that you're not the only one that has certain struggles, right? So I try not to be one of those people, right? All right, Miss Hortense. So, hey, Metal Clips, how are you, sweetie? So you have to realize and see yourself for who you are. And quit trying to make yourself to be out something that you're not. Because everybody can see you. Some people might not even tell you the truth. That's because they don't care about you. But even the people that don't care about you will tell you when you are messed up. They will tell you about yourself. They will let you know something wrong with this health, something wrong with that man. And you have to sometimes take heed to it. You do. So it's just how I see things. Everybody sees things in a different way. But I always say, and this is hey, this is scripture too. Get the speck out of your own eye before you get it out your brother or your sister's eye. Basically, like I said before, get yourself in order before you try to get somebody else in order. You can't give nobody no valid advice really until you dealt with your own stuff. And I can't stand people that try to put a narrative on you like you this person, that person. I ain't slept with you. I ain't been around you like I've been around other people. You going by what you perceive, but you're not going by what you know. That's the difference. There's a difference between perceiving this, the way you perceive someone, and what you actually really know about a person. Look, you got to go through a winter and a summer with some people to get to know folks. You can't go on, she looked like she this way. And when she did this, I think she kind of lied. So she's a liar. Like, give me a break. I mean, you have people in your real life and in this reality world and the metaverse world that will constantly try to nail you to the cross. I ain't never been so many things in my life until I came to YouTube. You know, I had more grace in my reality, in my real world, than I have in my YouTube world. People will put you on a cross, not knowing your story. You can't go by what someone else is saying about a person. You can't go by what you perceive of a person. My older woman always told me, you got to go through a summer and a winter with somebody. And even then, sometimes you don't know people. You know what I'm saying? So, reality world and metaverse world, yeah, I'm getting old. I can't relate. Right. I mean, it is what it is. But what I'm saying is, I think people get YouTube and real world mixed together, and that's where you have the confusion. You know, so I don't know if anybody wants to come up. If y'all do want to come up, you can put a one in the chat and let me know. I'll be more than happy to let you up because I know y'all get tired of me talking because I can talk. I try not to talk too much, but it is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Let's just stay on topic, and hey, it's all good. God now is using you to help others. If you can get on social media, you're stronger than only the strong. Oh my God, Miss Hortense, you said something right there. If I haven't developed thicker skin in my life, I don't know what I don't know what, because I done dealt with some stuff that I'm like, I never thought in my wildest dreams. If I was to talk to you today, Miss Hortense, and tell you everything that had went on, you would be like, no, you didn't. These folks crazy. You would be surprised because you know me and you know how my temper can be. So the fact that I'm still here, the fact that I'm not in jail or trying to do something bizarre is the grace of God. So then I don't know how to pin this link on my phone. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Uh, I mean, I just don't know how to do it. But I put the link in there. I'll put it again. Yeah, I only the strong survive because you're getting different people coming at you all types of ways. Okay. Yeah, I put the link in there just in case if somebody wants to come up. But if you don't, that's cool too. Maybe you can come up another night. I don't know if I'm gonna go back live again. I think I'm gonna take a break from YouTube and maybe do some things that I want to do. But if I do, push the notification button, and that's basically the bell, and it will let you know if I go live again. Hey, Channel Forbes, how are you, sweetie? Can you hear me? I can't hear
Yeah,
you.
yeah, okay, hey, yeah, I was making sure my audio was straight because I got literally multiple audio devices in here. I don't know if you can see in my picture, there's like studio monitors and stuff like that. So I do a lot of production. I'm a geek, so I got like about 4 or 5 different microphones in the room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I complain like I got
Yeah,
some dust on me.
I remember you. You were in Cole Walks
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
live.
ma'am.
Okay. It's good to see you, sir.
Same here, same here. I was the one that actually told you that you actually do have a beautiful voice of broadcast, so you should keep that up and just be yourself. I remember specifically telling you
Thank
that.
you.
So I mean that and I stand behind it. You know what I mean? Even though I don't stay with all the way throughout your broadcast, but I do hear a lot of the topics. Like, no offense, I can't really stick around for too much of it. One, I'm busy.
Uh-huh.
Two, like I get where you're going, but I
Uh,
don't. At least me personally,
uh-huh.
I I mean, obviously you're getting things off your chest, and I 100% have to respect it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um, how long have you? And not to actually get off topic, but before I actually speak into your topic, I don't want to speak out of context or out of turn. Just out
Right.
of respect. Just out of respect. How
Okay.
long? How long have you been broadcasting? How long have you been like really?
I just started February of this year.
Okay, you're talking to someone who got over a decade of experience
Okay.
dealing with it. Yeah, so that's why, because you know, it's like I'm just coming in here just throwing out jokes out there. Hopefully, you're really taking it with, even though I am speaking seriously, hopefully you're taking it with humor because I've
Oh
actually
yeah, I have a good sense of humor.
good. Yeah, because I've actually been around so long where I could actually tell you that I've actually had people dox me. I've had people send me death threats. I've had people,
Wow.
yeah, it's happened. You talk about the worst of the worst. Yeah,
Hmm.
I've been there. I've had white boys call me the N word, and then I flat out told them, "Hey, I know exactly where you live, where you want to meet up," and they go ghost. Like I've been through those times. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm there with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, but as far as what you're saying, like I think a lot of these things are actually very very prominent. Are actually very, they actually do need to be spoken upon.
Hmm.
But if you're speaking to an older crowd,
Hmm.
and to anybody here who is 35 and older, honestly,
Hmm.
this is shit that you should know already. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
because
they
if you
don't. Some of them.
I mean, that's what's sad though. That's what's
Hmm.
sad though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Now
and
look, channel, my audience is smart, so they they already know all this stuff. But when I'm talking more of experience because I've dealt with people that have treated me as if they were in high school or junior high school. You get what I'm saying? So I'm only going by the experience, even though I know I don't operate that way. But I've had people that I've dealt with that came at me that way. You get what I'm
technic-
saying?
technically, you've actually admitted that you're guilty of that yourself, even in tonight's broadcast, or at least today's
Uh huh.
broadcast. Now, hold on. So I'm gonna challenge you. I'm gonna challenge you on this, right?
You're right.
So you openly admitted that there will people be close to you trying to give you advice, and you are 100% resistant of it.
Yes,
You
I
know what I'm saying?
was. Uh
And I salute you for that because a lot of people don't necessarily have the, well, in your case, the clitoral fortitude.
huh.
I,
Okay.
I can't say you have testicular fortitude. I'll call it the clitoral fortitude. At least you
Okay.
have that
Right.
to to admit it, and actually grow from that. I've actually
Right.
said this a while ago that is the main reason why I don't go to high school reunions because
Yeah.
I don't believe that anybody grows as a person past the age of 16 or 18 unless they actually went through someone truly traumatic. I don't trust
Right.
anybody past that point.
Right. Yeah. And I have been through some things that I don't know if I'll ever share, but I've been through some things that people wouldn't imagine that I've been through. And some things I might share, some things I won't. But I've been through a lot to where I can look at myself now and say, I'm not that same little girl that I was 5 years ago because I still had a mindset that was really childish. You know what I'm saying?
I
And I'm
think the
still
major
growing.
I think the major difference between childhood and adulthood is bills and responsibility.
Right. That's true. Very true.
Everything past that is just a dream. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Is this G He Law? What G Law? I don't want to disrespect this person over here. I just like the icon though.
Oh
Who's this?
yeah, that's 2027. I don't know. I'll call it 27 Darren. Is it
It's
27 Darren or
Duran.
Duran?
It's Duran. What's
Oh,
up?
Twenty
hey,
twenty seven Duran.
yeah, she's it says Geechee love, is it Geechee love?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Twenty seven.
She's Geechee.
All right. I'll call it 27 Savage in my story right here. How you doing?
20
How you doing?
27 is a savage, honey.
Hey,
She'll
that's
get
what
you.
they do now. That's the little thing going on now. They using the 21 Savage thing with me. I'm feeling it. I love it, though. I love it.
Oh my God. Yeah,
Oh,
and thank you so much. Did you have anything else you want to add to that channel Forbes? I
oh,
appreciate you so much.
I jumped on here for the banter and the bullshit. You know what I mean?
All
So
right.
I'm gonna respect everybody that's on this panel. At least have a little fun with it. It can't be serious
Yeah.
all the time. Let's at least laugh. Shit. Come on.
Yes. You right. You are so right. So I'm so happy my girl 27 Duran came up here. We've been knowing each other for 3 years on here in the
yeah,
chat. So
yeah.
what would you like to add to this 27?
Really, I would say like people just need to move on.
Right. Right. And that's
That's all
exactly
I
how I
can say
feel.
about this situation because, like, in my situation, especially on this app, I have given people several chances, but at a point, you gotta say, man, listen, I ain't your motherfucking man, so I ain't gonna keep coming back, crawling back to your ass now. So
Right.
it is what it is.
Right. And I don't know, with you kind of seeing me in the chats or whatever, did have you kind of seen, well, with me doing my own channel right now, have you seen some growth or what have you seen?
I have, well, Selena, you always been the same to me because, you always try to give good advice, even in the chats. But
Right.
I seen you growing marvelously, especially with your channel. You coming on here speaking your piece, giving good advice, even talking about your life a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel that, and I be in the chat because you know how people be acting and shit. So most of the time with a lot of the females content creators now, I be either in the bushes or, I'll come and say what's up and I'll be watching from the bushes.
Right.
And people be
Right.
feeling some type of way about, I don't know. So
I don't know. I don't know about you saying that you watch it from the bushes. You might get canceled for that one right there. They're gonna compare you to Kanye West. Okay, she in the bushes.
Selena tell you I
What?
don't care. She'll tell you I don't give a flying fuck. I don't care. I used to care about that shit because I be wanting to talk my shit, give my little advice or whatever. But now, people in this sector, they don't give a fuck about none of that shit. They just
No.
want the best people around them. They don't want people that's gonna give them constructive criticism to help them and improving the channel and stuff. They don't want people like that. They just want yes people. So I give up on all that shit. I just try to
Right.
do my thing and do my own thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let me challenge both you and everybody else in the chat room. I mean, I'm you know what? Um, I'm glad, Duran, that you actually brought that up because that's a very good point. Because I always say that a lot of these content creators, and I hate to say it now, don't crucify me for this,
Uh-huh.
especially females, especially when they're very attractive, they're pretty much treated like retarded children because you cannot tell them no for shit. You can't tell them no for shit. The second you give them constructive criticism, all of a sudden you're bullying,
Oh,
especially when
okay.
you tell them things that they don't want to hear necessarily, because everybody
Right.
else is gassing them up. What do you think about that?
And that's not just with the females, that's with a lot of the males, because it's mostly males on here that's getting all the cash app, that's getting all the attention. Ain't too much females on here like that is bigger than the male YouTubers. You see what
Depend
I'm saying?
always see it depends on what space because I'm not
Yeah,
limiting things
depending on
to
what
YouTube.
stage, but you got to look at
Right.
the majority of the whole YouTube thing. Majority are male content creators that are getting the big bucks and shit.
Okay, so you know what? We actually on the same page here because I don't want to seem like I'm correcting you here because you just admitted that we both agree it depends on the space. Now I came from the space of when you now used to be Blog TV. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And before Blog TV was Tiny Chat. For those of you who are old enough, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I've been with
Mhm.
the same company that transferred three times over, right? I
Mhm.
used to be a huge music content creator on Blog TV all the way it became to you now. And then you now actually took a lot away from black content creators or black music creators or actual talent creators, the artists like the actual sketch artists and stuff like that. And
Mhm.
then it was like literally more geared towards, pardon me for saying, the younger white generation. And now Twitch, the ones that actually made the most money on Twitch was the quote unquote bathtub streams. If you know what I'm talking about, just think the precursor to OnlyFans. You can use the imagination there. Basically
Okay.
taken away from the real people that have talent. That's why I actually use that as an angle because obviously because the YouTube terms and conditions was made more strict than Twitch, you know where that's going. Not to get into too much geek and contract stuff. That's the reason why I'm saying that. I'm just explaining myself why I said it that way. You know what I'm saying? If
Okay.
that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. Like I said, it's not.
YouTube,
Go ahead.
but YouTube, as far as the male is concerned, which I will actually agree with Duran, it's more dominated as far as the male is concerned of the
Mhm.
man. As far as the manosphere is concerned,
Right.
The Tommy Sotomayor's. Oh, fun fact! I used to be the one creating all the intros for Tommy Sotomayor in his early days. I was the one doing all those
oh,
3D graphics.
wow.
Yeah,
And
I
I
was
used to
that guy.
watch him. I started watching Tommy early on too, but after he started doing all that crazy shit,
All
I
that
had
crazy
fought.
stuff. I kind of weaned off. All right, you remember the 3D graphics with the globe and all that other stuff?
Yeah, I do.
I was the
Damn,
you're speaking to the man who handcrafted those.
that's what's
Okay.
up.
You are
Wow.
you are literally speaking to the man who handcrafted those. Anybody who don't believe me, I can send you the links to the actual projects. I handcrafted those myself, and he had two more intros that he never put out. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
I was the
And
guy that did all of those.
I appreciate it. Like I said, if you guys have any advice for me, that could actually help me to grow, I am willing to listen, to learn. I'm not above reproach. I can tell you that.
I just you know
I just say right
I
now, Selena, just be your damn self and don't sell out to this shit because a lot of people are selling out to this YouTube shit and it's not even worth it. A lot of people are just doing fuck shit and dumb shit, trying to get a little bit of change or whatever, but they're not thinking about longevity. You see what I'm
Right,
saying?
what's
right.
your
Mm.
what's your definition of selling out?
Like doing fuck shit and crazy shit for cash apps and shit, lies and all the extra shit.
or you talking about the Tasha K's of the world? No, that's not selling out. That's just cool. That's
Yeah,
just
Tasha said she just messed up with that Cardi B shit, but everything else she did it the right way and up until that Cardi B shit.
no. She always did everything wrong. She did
Well,
because
she
oh
did.
no
She
no no.
was had this 1+ million subscribers, so she been doing something.
To me she was always trash. I mean, you had Vlad TV, you had Tasha K, you had academics and countless others. To me, Tasha K was always trash and a piece of trash that she always was. So I can't subscribe to that. You know what I'm saying? That's
Oh, okay.
And
especially
shit,
when it
you
comes.
gotta subscribe to hers.
No, I'll never
What's
sub.
up, Selena? How you doing? What's going
Oh,
on,
my bad,
sweet
my bad,
Joe?
my bad, my
Hey,
bad. What's up,
Joe.
gentlemen?
How
Nah,
you
you
doing?
good. I'm just making sure I say hello to everybody before,
Oh no,
Oh,
but I
okay.
can't. But I can't disrespect your presence, man. So my apologies. What's your name, my man? I'm sorry.
For sure, this the John show.
The the John show.
Do you
John
have a
show.
channel, John?
I do have a channel, but I'm just putting up little clips for now.
Okay. I don't know if I have any mods in here. I don't know if Mr. Goodbar is still here. If you can put John and Channel Forbes and 27 Duran's, I always call you Darren. Uh, put their
Marie.
chat, put their channel in the chat, please, if you're still here. Hey Cole, how are you, sweetie?
Well,
But
we have Selena,
Appreciate
Selena,
that.
Selena. She should be
Appreciate
Duran, Duran, Duran.
that.
yeah.
Hey, make sure you make Selena intro, man. You said you making Tommy intros and all that, man. Go ahead, hit the specter up, my guy.
I
I,
mean, I mean, she never asked. I mean, but since you're instigating, that might be a
Hey,
thing.
that,
That
that's
that
what
yeah.
that, that's
Well,
what I came up here to do that.
Thank
And
you,
that's,
John.
you know what I'm saying?
Well,
When you dealing with people and you being kind to people, people come and offer you things, of asking you if you need up. Like I done had several people come in my DMs asking if I need intros, do I need any design, and I appreciate that shit. And that's why it's good to keep your face clean in these damn YouTube streets for real. Treat people with respect. Treat people
right.
nice. Talk
That's
to
a
them
fact.
nice. You never know who watching and listening and who willing to help you.
Hey,
I
Jenny.
have several people willing to help me, especially like, Sacred Grove. Sacred Grove have always offered to help me. He made my banner. He made this thing right here, Geechee Love. He made that for me. And I
Oh,
appreciate that shit. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
good
Now,
to keep
Sacred
your face
Grove.
clean. Don't goddamn mess up and burn bridges with every damn body, especially people that can do shit for you.
now, now,
Right.
Oh,
now
he
watch.
said he gonna get you an intro too. Oh,
Now watch this. Now what? Now watch this. I'm gonna be devil's advocate here, and Duran and anybody else who's watching this and listening to her, watch this, because
Mhm.
y'all will not think about this. Who are wrestling fans in here?
I'm not a wrestling fan per se, but I live in the house with two people that's wrestling fans.
Okay,
Yeah.
see.
I'm
By
not
one point,
active.
well, I'm not active either, right? But I'm just using this as an example, right? At one point in time, you were watching wrestling, right?
Yeah,
Like you
Yeah.
had somebody in wrestling that you related to. You're just like, oh shit, yeah, he's this person's up or this person's up, right?
Mhm.
If you
Yep.
go back,
in the
if you go
rock.
back, right? If you go back and you
One
look
girl
throughout,
backstage, Selena.
you go back and you
Huh.
look throughout that favorite character's history, your favorite character's history. At one particular point in time, their rise to the top was them being the heel. I dare you to show me different.
That's a fact though.
The
Even
Rock
remember
was
Kurt
a villain.
Angle.
Selena was backstage.
The Rock
Okay.
was a villain before he was the people's champ. Stone
Hmm.
Cold Steve Austin was pretty much the villain his entire career, and he's still the
Beat
baddest
up
man on this planet.
everybody.
You
That
feel
was
what
the
I'm
best
saying?
generation though.
You get what I'm saying?
When you
Ne-
Riaz was
yeah.
good. Or Riaz, sorry.
Hi, good. How are you?
okay. How you doing, young Riaz? Let John talk. So, John, did you
Okay.
have something that you wanted to add to the conversation?
Salute Jenny. And well with me with the topic we was talking about on the YouTube streets, you only get one chance. You cross me, it's a wrap. You get
Right.
one chance. You also get one chance to apologize, and I will accept your apology if
Oh,
it's
I like that.
sincere.
I like that.
And and if you cross me again, then it's up forever.
Right. Right. That makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot
And
of
see,
sense.
my problem, I like to forgive. And, like I said, I give people several chances because people do make mistakes. But if it's a constant thing and I'm out, I'm serious. Like, no lie, I give several people. And this one particular, I gave several chances to, and no more chance of me because I'm not coming back to keep begging for nobody for shit that I didn't even do wrong. I don't even know what I did wrong, but it is what it is at this point. If motherfuckers don't want my support, it's all good. I don't care.
Well,
Shit, ain't
look, we can support each other because I'll take it.
You see
I,
my problem is I think I'm a nice guy and a villain at the same time. So if someone pisses me off, I don't just normally say fuck you or tell you that your mom got a fake leg or real toenails, some
oh
funny
my
shit like
God.
that. And just kind of run with it. Because at least if I'm pissed off, at least somebody else could get some kind of entertainment off of it and keep it moving. So at least that way I get my frustrations off and nobody got to take it serious. So it's like, okay, so he's mad, let me
Right.
pull up and shoot him. But
Yeah.
I'm still mad. but,
So
but at the
so
same time, I'm
so
keeping it
you're West End. You're from did you say you're from Trinidad?
Trinidad and Tobago, born and raised.
Oh, okay.
Hey, West Indies in the building. I knew
Oh,
that
you
was
are too,
coming.
John?
Both my parents from the islands. I was born in America though, but
Oh,
that's
where you?
Oh.
So where your parents? Come on, man. Show your
Saint
flags. Come on.
Saint Thomas and Saint Kitts, and then one of my grandfathers was Trinidad.
Oh man, you know what? Shout out to all my West Indian people, man. Come on now.
Salute.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
I hear you know what's up.
y'all be sounding like goddamn Gigi people. I swear to God.
Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah, don't know.
Oh my goodness. I learned something new. Iron Riaz, do you have anything you want to add to
Mm,
I mean, young
yeah.
Riaz?
Now you can call me Bob though if you like, but yeah,
Did
I'll
you have
answer the
something you
question.
wanted to
All
add?
right. Sure, I mean, probably had to learn through experience and stuff, about how to deal with the YouTube streets in general, Few months back, whatever experience, to learn, how to navigate through it. So I know how you feel though, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also though with my own page basically now I just I don't post that stuff. I only just post what I'm into. So I started with games, then I went to vlogs and now reactions.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
That,
thank you.
that's
Me-
usually the safe way to go for it. So I'm not
Yup.
mad at that.
Melly, please put everybody's Miss M has a chat, Cole has a chat, um, and put everybody on if you can on the panel. I would appreciate it, sweetie.
Hey,
Thank you, Jenny, for coming and subbing up to me today. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. But
Shout
you
out,
might
Jenny.
want to get a Danny. Okay. Okay. I need to figure out what that is, but tell me
Channel
what
four,
that is. Oh, banner. Okay.
channelforbes.com, channelforbes.com website coming soon. Channel Forbes clothing coming pretty soon.
Uh-huh.
Uh, YalaRadio.com. I'm also the admin over there.
Got
UniverseMiami.com, UniverseNetwork.tv, also a content creator slash admin over there. Yeah,
all right, sweetie. Well,
don't
Channel
don't take
4
the one
bits.
straight.
I really appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much for coming up here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go support. Did you anybody else have anything to say? I'm gonna go and support
I,
another person.
I will say this because you did ask what piece of advice I can give you moving
Yes,
forward. All right,
please.
Duran said it best. Please, number one, be yourself. Number
Okay.
two, number two, not to be asking your age, but definitely way past. I want to believe you're past your 30s. Well, I'm pretty sure you're past your 30s, right? Just the way you speak, I would like to think, right? I'm talking
Yeah.
maturity level, right?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Um, nothing that we appreciate stands still,
Okay.
if that makes sense. So if you're doing one thing, sooner or later you're gonna have to grow. And just think
Yes.
about it this way: your voice is your business, your face is your business, your body is your business, your life, your car, your house is your business.
Uh-huh.
Two Chains said it best. Two Chains has almost lasted 15 years out here, and he learned that the number one thing in business is that businesses rebrand every 3 to 5 years.
Oh
Treat
yeah.
treat
Mm-hmm.
every single portion of your life the very same, and you shall be
I
just
just
fine.
been saying this about the thing, and this how does YouTube shit work? Like every 3 to 4 years, there's a new wave of shit going on here. Like a lot of these
Mm-hmm.
content creators die out, and they be done, what you said, get all what they can get, so they try to do more and bigger, extravagant, fucked up shit, so they can get their
Right.
name back out of here. Because eventually people gonna get tired of you. That's what happened in the entertainment business. You're not gonna be on top all the time.
The only one trick ponies that have lasted this long is Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. The John. Okay. It Melly is
Same
the
type.
John. It's the John show, and it's Channel Forbes. And did you get 27 Duran's? Oh, I think you got hers up here.
Chat. I
Okay.
appreciate it, Selena.
Okay.
Eventually, I might start doing lives. I don't know when, but eventually, I just don't have the time to be really sitting down for no damn 2 and 3 hours doing no lives. When I be in chat and shit, I be moving about.
Right, right. I do too. That's why I said I have had more time since I've been out for the summer than ever.
Yeah,
So,
I was
before
saying,
I wasn't I maybe did one or two lives a week, but maybe one. So now since I have more time, I'm able to go live more. So, but I understand, like I said, you're a working woman. So, and when you work, you that comes first. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Not only
Yeah,
So
that,
I'm
I
still like the youngest though,
you
and
know,
I don't
so
do the lives of the premieres yet because I'm in the what you call it early building stages of my platform. So I don't start lives or anything. I'm just gonna wait till I'm ready for it. Right now, it's not the perfect opportunity.
right, right. What were you saying? 27, Duran?
Yep. It's all about timing.
yeah, it is
Mhm.
all about time, and you can't just jump in and just think you're gonna be big time. You gotta damn slow walk your shit. So
Right.
a
Forget
lot of
slow
people
walk. You have to put in time. You have to put
trying
in
to
Yeah.
time.
rush to get to
Consistency is
this
the key.
bag, and they don't know you rushing to get to the top so fast, and that's why people fall so fast. Because you're doing all this extra shit to get to the top so fast, and you're gonna fall quick because you ain't doing the right
Yeah.
thing to get to the top.
You
You're
can't
right.
you
'Cause
can do that because consistency is the key. Like I don't stream, I don't really upload like that, but I actually do help other people build their channels up. I help people build their businesses up, and in turn, they also help me because by the time I actually put my stuff up, they actually help me create a whole bunch of content on the side while I am helping them. Consistency is the
Yeah.
number one thing.
Right.
Make,
Hmm.
make sure you align yourself with people that actually have the same thing in common. I'll give you the best analogy that I gave my peoples, and this is how we actually built a team together. Think of a barber shop, and this usually happens in the hood, and you guys always seen this. Three brothers start a barber shop. Boom, 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 boom. They have problems with each other because who's cutting more hair than the other and who's getting money or whatever. So one decides to branch off. It's like you're gonna leave the house, right? You're gonna
Mm-hmm.
open up a barber shop across the street rather than across town. We could get your own clientele. So now you're in competition with each other rather than, you know what, I'm not as good as my brother at cutting hair, but I know how to make the clippers. So therefore, these clippers could be exclusive to this guy. You know what? I know how to make better hair care products than this guy. So we could
Mm-hmm.
actually all build a business together instead of us competing with each other about who could cut hair. Everything
Yeah.
that we do, I actually put money in everybody's pockets. We don't think
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
Right. That's right. Well, I'm gonna
that's
close
right.
this down. John, do you have anything you want to say, or Duran, or Young Riez, before I
Yeah,
Blessings to
close it?
everybody in the chat
sure,
and the panel.
sure.
What?
I'm not probably say much for us, so yeah, he's got yeah, good point. The slow build stage, yeah, I get you completely. Don't rush into it. Yeah, I get it though now. Yeah, I get everything though. You know, you guys are right though. You know.
All right. Thank you, Young Riez. Okay. Now, what did you say, John?
I'm just saying peace and blessings to the panel and everybody in the chat. Y'all have a good one.
Thank you so much, John, for coming up, sweetie. Thank you so much, Channel Forbes.
Appreciate
I
y'all.
enjoyed you. My girl 27 Duran, I enjoyed you. And I hope y'all come up here a little bit more often when I put up the link. I would love to have you guys again on my panel. Thank you so much, Young Riez. You're a blessing.
Absolutely.
I hope the best for you as well.
Thank
Everybody
you.
on here.
Thank you.
Um,
Peace and love, everybody.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
Peace and love to you and everybody in my chat. Thank you so much for being a part of my live today. You make the live what it is. Thank you to my moderators. You really helped me out with getting some of the people's channels up here that people need to subscribe to. So I really appreciate everybody that's been a part of this live, and I really hope that today you have a great day, rest of the day, and you have a wonderful night. May God bless you and love you to Reese's Pieces, sweetie. Bye
Appreciate y'all.
bye.
Peace.
Peace.